Kids really love Chapman there. Of course they would, you know. He's a chip off the old block, so kids really like him a lot. Besides Kinley, Kinley's a Bears. Her whole family works at the school. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys having me tonight. If there's no more questions, I know somebody, I don't know, Dylan, you got a question about something. I've just been through so many things that like nobody has a question. Well, my favorite job, I almost quit STEM to coach baseball full time, and in the last couple, I guess, when we got shut down for COVID, which you guys have been through a lot with that. Hang in there, it's only gonna be 5 more years. But I didn't love STEM as much as I did after COVID. I was like, I guess sometimes you don't know how much you love something until it's wiped away from you or gone. But yeah, I mean baseball was always my first love. But now STEM definitely is my favorite job. I've had jobs that paid way more than that though. So it's not always about the money. You have to love what you're doing. Yeah. I know you're giving me you're just like your mom, giving me the clap to end it. But no, anybody have anything else?
I have a question, Dave.
Yeah.
So you used your illustration of the different waters, and you said that you had went into that, and they were kind of like, whoa, you're not dressed for this job. So, but you still got thirsty, just like the rest of them.
Yeah.
And you may not fit, they were thinking you were up here and not to their level, but you made a comparison too that even in athletes, they still deal with the same things because we put them up here and we're here. And so you still, in their eyes, were maybe up here the way you dressed or came across, but you still got thirsty that day and hungry that day, just like them. Is there anything that you learned in that, or any advice that you would give to us and the young people as an example like that? Like some people may have more, some may have less.
Yeah, I think the more you pull the curtains away from athletes or celebrities, like the more you get behind the scenes, the more you start realizing that we are literally on the same boat. We have the same fears, we have the same anxieties, we have the same struggles, and that's what I guess. That's when I was younger, I thought that the people that were scoring touchdowns or scoring baskets, they had it all figured out, and they didn't really have to rely on a youth group or like a band of like friends that you guys have. It's pretty special that you guys have that. You have a place to come on Sunday nights, and there's a lot of people that would, they would give a lot of, they would give a lot of things up to have a group of people like this. And they just, they can't find it. That's what it comes back down to, is like, a lot of times you guys, I know I'm saying you guys, like, but all of us, we feel like we're just that generic bottle of, like Kroger water. Well, I'm not gonna ask my friend because, our youth group doesn't have this, or we don't have a Jumbotron to promote our next youth event. But that goes back to that. I was so thirsty, that day. I didn't care what brand of water it was. You guys have friends that are ripping up the bathrooms at your school because it's cool on TikTok. You have friends that think it's funny to damage school property, you know, they're just looking for something. And, you know, this is a great place every Sunday. This is a great place to come in. It's a great time. You have friends, play golf, right? I mean, we're not getting very good at golf, are we? I mean, our group was terrible, wasn't it? But Davey hit the tree and it landed on the green. So, I saw him over there praying before he hit the ball. He's like, you know, please God, let this ball hit the green, and it did. So I'm just kidding, but you know, you guys have a great place to come and tell a friend, tell a schoolmate, and say, hey, you don't do anything Sunday, we'll pick you up. You know, church camp, hey, come to church camp. I know I'm dressed in this silly jersey. I look like a lineman today. My chaplain's checking me out. He's like, Dad, that shirt's too small for you and everything. But I'm not very cool anymore. I know that. But you know, every Sunday it's like, oh, the youth is doing soccer on tarps, or the youth is playing flag football, or the youth is, you know, doing something crazy. It helps us old people, like, all right, there's still some people that can play soccer, there's still some people that can go out and have a good time at church, and that helps. Raise your hand if you're old and you like to look at those videos. See that? So invite your friends, hang out. If there's no more questions, I'll close it. But thanks a lot, guys. If you ever need a question or something answered, just hit me up on Facebook, or what else am I on? Social media. Just write me down a question. I'll love to answer it for you. And if it's about baseball, basketball, or just life experience, just let me know. I'm always here to help. So.
Dave gave me a couple pieces of advice that he probably doesn't even remember telling me, but we were out there one time talking, and he told me, he said, you know, we were talking about work and stuff, and he told me, he said, your job is in there teaching those kids in Sunday school. And he was telling me that's your real purpose, that's your real purpose, and that stuck with me from Dave. And he also told me that he told me one time, he said, you will never see me somewhere that I don't want to be. He said, anytime I'm there, it's because I want to be there. So we're glad that those two words have always stuck with me from Dave. And so we're glad that he came. And if you guys want to play some flag football, oh no, we're not playing flag football. That's next week. If you guys want to play some ultimate frisbee, we will meet out there. Take a few minutes to use the bathroom, get a drink, steal some of this water from these guys, and give Dave tell Dave thank you.